See You Then, winning his third champion hurdle 12 months ago today. Sadly, due to his injury at Wincanton at the end of February, we shan't see him defend that title this afternoon. So, welcome to the first day of the Cheltenham National Hunt Festival. 18 super races over 3 days. But See You Then won't be the only Cheltenham regular missing this afternoon, because the BBC's racing correspondent, Julian Wilson, has fallen foul of the flu. It'll be the first time in 27 years that Jules hasn't opened the programme. But he must have started when he was a boy in small trousers, if that's the case. The welcome to you have been atrocious this afternoon. The tented village has had a real hammering. Even the roof went off the temporary grandstand. But things seem to be back to normal now. Although the marvellous crowd here that always comes no matter what the weather have thronged in their thousands. Even the brand new £80,000 electronic jockey board has fallen foul of the weather. I think it's got a little damp in somewhere. The going is still only soft, but I think after the horses have opened it up and further rain that comes across, that may change. We'll keep you posted.
Carville's Hill at Punchestown last time out, but Carville's Hill, probably the best novice in Ireland, is being kept for next season. But I don't think it'll be long before they're off. They're lining up. Let's join Peter O'Sullivan.
Yes, and the white flag up there under orders and away, and Master Swordsman is the first to show. Master Swordsman for Ireland, and Tommy Carmody coming to the first of the 8 flights in the lead. Right up there on the outside is River Glow. Hill's patterned up with them too, and one of the Irish mixed blends jumped it in fact last. And so as they settle down and make their way towards the second, Redundant Pal has taken it up now, and there's a very, very high wind buffeting the runners, and you'll notice that Tony Mullins, who rides the heavily backed Clocktaney in the Waterford Crystal Champion Hurdle, has already lost his cap. It should be a red cap with yellow spots on it, but that's a skull cap, of course, that he's wearing only, and Redundant Pal lands in the lead from Master Swordsman and Hogmanay and Hills Pageant, and over the counter, and on the far side Tabito, and just in behind them is King of the Lot, and behind King of the Lot is Vagador on the rails, and then Belledale Star and Deep Treasure, and behind them is Away We Go, and then French Goblin, and still Mixed Blends, the back marker, as they run downhill. Redundant Pal by about 2 lengths from Hogmanay on the outside of Tabito in third, then Master Swordsman, King of the Lot. Then on the outside is Hills Pageant. Making good ground is Relecto on the inside, followed by Deep Treasure. Vagador still holding his place on the inside. French Goblin up there on the outer. And as they jump that one, still Reluctant Pal clear. King of the Lot very nearly unseated his rider there, but he's recovered well, but he hasn't recovered his arms, I don't think. Yes, he has. He's recovered them all right. And it's Reluctant Pal from King of the Lot, Tabito on the inside, then Master Swordsman, and then Relecto. And then Hills Pageant going up on the outside. Spot him with his yellow sleeves as they come down towards the next flight. Reluctant Pal with the advantage. Reluctant Pal lands in the lead from Redundant Pal from King of the Lot in second place. Then comes Master Swordsman with Relecto making ground on the inner. On the outer is Hills Pageant. Just in behind them Tabito, and then Deep Treasure, and then French Goblin. And Johnson's Glory has gone. Redundant Pal is still the leader, though, from King of the Lot in second. Third on the inside is Master Swordsman, then Hills Pageant, then Relecto, who made a mistake at that one. Deep Treasure comes next. And Away We Go is making quite good progress, but it's still Redundant Pal with the advantage. Hills Pageant has gone second. That's King of the Lot with the striped colours in third as they run downhill, and Hills Pageant making ground towards the outside with Deep Treasure also. Coming down now towards the second last flight in this Waterford Crystal Supreme Novices Hurdle, and Redundant Pal from Deep Treasure. Then Hills Pageant. Over on the far side is Belledale Star making good ground. Away We Go is still making progress. Belledale Star still well in the picture. Vagador's cruising towards the lead now, towards the inside. And it's Vagador who comes to take it up on the inside now as they race towards the second last flight. I call the second last. This is the second last. Vagador lands in the lead. Vagador it is now from Relecto in second. Away we go third. 4 then is Mixed Blends and Frank Berry. They're rounding the home turn with 1 to jump, and Vagador is clear, being chased by Relecto, and Mixed Blends still making ground, but it's Vagador from Mixed Blends who's now gone second. Relecto third at the final flight. Vagador lands in the lead. Mixed Blends putting in a tremendous challenge towards the near side though, and it's Mixed Blends and Frank Berry now on the near side. Over on the far side is Vagador. There's nothing between the two as they race up towards the line. Vagador is quickening away from Mixed Blends. It's Vagador from Mixed Blends as they race towards the line. Vagador is going to win it from Mixed Blends second, and Relecto will be third. Vagador is the winner. Mixed Blends is second. Vagador is third, and fourth. Away we go. Behind them came Tabito and Belledale Star, and behind Belledale Star was God's Fox and Deep Treasure and Generally Right. They're finishing very tired, the stragglers, but my goodness, they raced up the hill, the two principals, and the result of the opening race at the 1988 National Hunt Festival, the Waterford Crystal Supreme Novices Hurdle. First, number 27, Vagador, owned by Miss Amanda Harwood, trained by her father Guy, who always credits Amanda with training this horse, and ridden by Mark Perrett. He's maintained a marvelous record over hurdles, this horse, as we see him come back. Second, put in a tremendous challenge. Approaching the last was number 28, Mixed Blends, owned by Londoner Mr. John Spearman, trained by Mouse Morris. Came from last in the early stages, this horse, to be second, ridden by Frank Berry, and third was number 25, Relecto, owned by Mrs. Gay Jarvis and Mrs. M. Sharkey Kelly, trained by Michael Jarvis and ridden by Stuart Shilston, with fourth, number 3, Away We Go. And tremendous applause here for this winner, Vagador, by Vaguely Noble out of Louisa Dore, who's made a tremendous impact on the hurdling scene, a 5-year-old. Here's how he won it as we review the closing stages.
Mark Perrett was always travelling very easily on Vagador. He's cruised through on the inside to take the lead at the second last, and Relecto, the other horse in the picture, being hard ridden by Stuart Shilston. Though Relecto did make a bad mistake, fall from home, and has done very well to finish third. The only danger to Vagador now is Mixed Blends. Away We Go, just in behind's run a good race, but Mixed Blends and Frank Berry throw down a tremendous challenge going to the last. As you can see, Mark Perrett still has his hands full on the right of the picture on Vagador. Asks him for a jump at the last, gets it, but so too does Frank Berry from Mixed Blends, and they've drawn away from Relecto now. And as they meet this famous Cheltenham hill, Vagador, who'd been going very well all the way, now has to come under pressure, and with Mixed Blends running on well, Vagador's got to find a lot, and sure enough he does. Mark Perrett asks him the question. He lengthens his stride well. He comes very slightly to the right, but I think just as much the runner-up goes a little bit to the left, and Vagador finishes towards the stand side and Mixed Blend on the far side. But I'm sure the result wasn't affected. The stewards won't be interested in that, and Vagador, a very decisive winner, 4-1 favourite from Mixed Blends, who's run a fine